Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I'm Elliot Shaw. We're here to talk some college football, some FCS college football with the FCS senior editor for Stats, Craig Haley. Now, in football in general, not just college, pro, high school, anywhere, there's always a coaching carousel. You always see coaches come and go, take on new opportunities, leave, go elsewhere. Unfortunately, sometimes get canned, get fired, get the end of the shaft. And so we got a little bit of a coaching carousel going on in the FCS, and one of the biggest names, Bo Pelini, unfortunately didn't end the way Nebraska really wanted to. So he's got a new opportunity in his hometown of Youngstown, coaching Youngstown State, the Penguins. What can we expect from Bo Pelini in his first year in the FCS?
Well, I guess 9 or 10 wins didn't cut it each year in Nebraska. Yeah. But at Youngstown State, he should do well. I mean, he has a ready-to-win team, a veteran team this year. 7 stars on each side of the ball are back. They open up a tough one at Pittsburgh this week. Pittsburgh lost to Youngstown 3 years ago, so they're looking for a little revenge here. I mean, Bo's should come in and do a good job. I mean, Martin Ruiz is the running back. He's back on offense. On defense, you have Derek Rivers. They should really do well. I think they haven't been in the playoffs since 2006. I think they're ready in Youngstown to get to the playoffs this year.
Okay, what are some of the other big hires and new coaches, taking over some of these different programs? What are some things we can look at for there?
Well, I mean, I think you saw what Bob Stitt did this past week at Montana. They beat North Dakota State, very impressive opener. Great game, by the way. There are 17 new coaches in the FCS, if you count the 2 startup programs this year. 4 in the MEAC alone, that's the high for an FCS conference. There's some terrific ones. Chris Hatcher down at Sanford, he's moved over from Murray State. He was already in the Southern Conference before at Georgia Southern. Al Bagnoli has switched schools within the same conference, going from a power at Penn to Columbia, trying to rebuild there. I mean, there's just terrific enthusiasm all around at these schools. I think the first-year coach generally brings an energy to the program. Teams that are down can really do well from the start. I think it should be a great year with new coaches.
Yeah, and you talk about the new coaches, and there's some new startup programs here in the FCS whose head coaches are kind of having their first debut. What can you kind of tell us to look forward in that one?
Sure. It's a great matchup this week. Kennesaw State is at East Tennessee State. Kennesaw is a very new program in the Big South. East Tennessee State hasn't played since 2003. They brought it back. I think they've taken their time to build the program. Kennesaw State under Brian Bohannon, he's a Paul Johnson disciple. East Tennessee State with Carl Torbush, a name from the FBS ranks. He's coached 2 places. It's a great way for both programs to get started. Only one of them can win here. I think it's going to take time for them to develop. Maybe they pick up a few wins this year, but they are playing each other to start down at East Tennessee State, so I think that's a great one.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, you're making me pretty excited for the start of the season. And for anything more with FCS, make sure you check out FCS.football and then the Twitter handle at FCS_stats. And also give Craig Haley a follow. He's got you covered on everything at Craig Haley. That's going to do it for us today. I'm Elliot Shaw. Thank you so much for watching.